So we're going to talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers ceiling, all right? So I'm going to kick this one off. I believe that the Cleveland Cavaliers are a contender. I think they are. I think I'll put them with Philly in that category, but they should be mentioned with the Celtics and the Bucks. Cleveland is the only team in the NBA that has beaten the Bucks and the Celtics 2 times. They're the only team that's done that in the NBA. All right. What I like about them, right now, they're the ninth best offensively, but they just passed the Bucks yesterday. Best defense in the NBA right now. All right. Offensively, all right, sorry. Defensively, they are third in second chance points allowed, third in points allowed per game, fifth in opponent's field goal percentage, and they are first in points total allowed. So their defense is pretty cool, right? And now look at their situation. Donovan Mitchell, say superstar. He's in a similar situation, but even better with Cleveland than he was in Utah. You look in Utah, he had Rudy Gobert, a dominant defensive big man. You got a dominant defensive big man here with Jared Allen. You had a 6-man that came off the bench, Jordan Clarkson. You got a 6-man that carries the vert, right? And the only difference, and then you also had I like JB Bickerstaff, their coach. You had Quinn Snyder. Now the difference is this: they have a big in Cleveland that can create his own shot, that can get a bucket with Evan Mobley. They got a point guard in Cleveland that can get you 30 in any given night if need be, right? And Darius Garland. So that's the difference between the Cleveland team and the Utah team. He got other guys who can go out there and take over a game on his team. So I like it. Donovan Mitchell's in a great situation. So I'm going to say they're contenders. Which y'all think? Tom will talk to me.
Man, I have to agree with you on that one, man. We kind of did allude to Cleveland being one of the big four coming out of the East early in the season when we seen how the rankings were shaping out, and we also seen how Donovan Mitchell was just gelling with that team. The season before, Darius Garland, when the All-Star game was in Cleveland, we kind of seen that team coming to its own. The chemistry was getting better. They kind of remind me of a team out in Sacramento. I'm not going to say too many names, but you could like the beam. They kind of remind me of that team, but because the East was so top heavy this season, before all the trades, Cleveland got swept under the rug a little bit. Everybody's worried about the Brooklyn Nets. And of course, you got the Bucks, Celtics, 76ers, and slowly but surely climbing up is the Knicks. So these are the two teams. The Knicks and the Cavs are the two teams I believe could be contenders. I'm not too sold on the Knicks just yet because they are still the Knicks. But on the flip side, with this Cleveland team, JB Bickerstaff, I think he's been there for about 3 years now, right? Last 2 seasons, 40-plus wins. I mean, coming off of his first season where I think they won like 22 games total. But after that, he's just been on steady incline. And right now, I think they have 41 wins, and they got the potential to grow more. Man, we said something else about black coaches in the NBA too and how they get second chances. Man, some of these black coaches in the NBA, they showing improving right now. Mm-hmm. And, hey, I just got one message. Wes said, step it up, man. Step it up because you here, but, you can be out of here just like that too. Donovan Mitchell, man, I appreciate you showing people that you are the player that everyone kind of thought you was in Utah. And it was like, well, maybe some people may have thought he was on the decline, not me. But that's just what it is when a player is in a situation that they don't really want to be in. Then you also got to think about the COVID year. He actually was one of the first 2 players to get COVID, so he didn't know too much. Mm-hmm. It's a documentary on that too. Y'all might want to check that out. You on mute. What you say, Dave?
No, I said, and remember, his teammate was the one who caused it.
Yep.
Rudy. Yeah, of course.
And then that even started the whole friction in the locker room, right? That started the friction from there. He's like, bro, you gave me something that could have potentially killed me. Outside of that is a major thing. Not outside of it, but outside of it, he comes to Cleveland with a young team, shows that he's a somewhat proven vet, also a leader, and they're winning games. And he's making big shots. And he's not like being a ball hog while he's at it. He, like you said, he's seeing that he has players that can create their own buckets, and it's working. So Cleveland, keep doing your thing. Joe, ever since you said what you said about Boston, they've been proving you right, man.
Regular season.
But I'm just saying the pressure is on, and they've been losing some big games.
That's true, though.
Dave.
All right, Dave.
Yep, that's a fact, Tomo. That's why I said that I think Milwaukee is the better team. That's just me. I think Milwaukee's better because they went through it and they actually won a championship. They got a championship. I'm not saying that the Boston Celtics don't have the ability to. I mean, they were in the finals last year, but Giannis went to the finals and won. So that's the difference for me. But to talk about Cleveland, yeah, I think there's a consensus here. I definitely think they're a contender. They sold me. I wasn't as high on them as y'all were, but they sold me. From what I've seen, they've been balling out. Donovan Mitchell, of course, been leading that team. Then you got Darius Garland Jr., who's been playing really good with him as well. Of course, you got Jared Allen down there in the paint. This is a really good team. They're a good defensive team, a really good offensive team. They can match up well with just about anybody because they have the length to match with Milwaukee and Philly, and they have just about all the teams surrounded to be able to match with Boston. Now that does not mean that they are better than them and they can wipe the floor with them. I don't think any of us think that no team can wipe the floor with anybody because the East is going to be. I think the East is going to be. To me, I think the East may be a little more. Just me, I think the East may be a little more difficult to predict than the West. Just me.
I could see it.
So I can see Cleveland getting far, but I also have a message for Pat Riley.
Okay.
Something I saw today kind of made me a little bit more upset. Now, I love Tyler Hero. Don't get me wrong. I love Tyler Hero, like the fact of what he's been doing since he's gotten there. But from what I heard, we had an opportunity to get Donovan Mitchell,
Mm.
and Tyler Hero was in that talk to be traded for Donovan Mitchell. Now, I like Tyler. Now, I think Tyler's going to be good with us. I think he's going to be good with us for a while. But if we had an opportunity to pair Donovan Mitchell with Jimmy Butler, I would have did it. That's just me. Now, Pat, I'm not giving you a lot of flack on this because I understand that Tyler Hero is younger. He's improved every single year since he's gotten there. Well, other than his second year. The second year, he probably didn't play as well because that's when we got swept by the Bucks in the first round, and he definitely didn't play well. But last year, he was sixth man of the year. This year, he's improving. He's now in the starting lineup. He was coming off the bench last year, so he's improved. But I think if we had a chance to get him, I think we should have did that. But I understand it because Tyler Hero is a young growing player, so I get that. But here we go. But Cleveland definitely has an opportunity to make it out of the East. Like I said, I think the top four teams are definitely it's between them four that's going to be able to make it out. But it's a toss up between who can actually get it. Now I think that Milwaukee is the better team. I think they're going to reach the finals, but I wouldn't be surprised if any of the other three teams make it.
Okay. Yeah. See that the Bucks did win, but I think the Celtics' path to the finals last year was way tougher than the Bucks' path to the finals when they went, including the championship. So, but they won. Can't knock them. But we're gonna see. All right. Hey, we do the show, we make predictions, and they're gonna play itself out.
Hey.
So I can't wait. All right. I know Dave, you gotta leave us. All right. I'm glad we had a big three back together. First time in a while.
Man,
All
we like Golden State. It's like,
I know. Got the highest plus minus in the whole NBA, but we can't stay on the floor together. What's going on, y'all?
Oh no. We need to check with our training staff. We keep getting injured. I don't know what's up with that.
Then we got the Ravens training staff. Golly.
oh man.
Nah, we got San Francisco's training staff.
Come on, they don't go.
Over the years. Look, hey, I'm gonna be honest. We had a lot of people injured. Even though we played well, we had a lot of people injured. I'm just saying.
All right, Dave.
All right.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.